Hello folks, Richard Moore. It's been a while since I've been able to make a video for many of my followers have reached out and what's happened to you and what's going on. And so I'm making this video to kind of bring everybody up to par with what's happening. As many of you know, I've dedicated my life to exposing corruption and fighting back against the establishment that many refer to as the gang stalking epidemic that targeted individuals, people that are targeted, which ranks in the millions of Americans, that ended up on some kind of list, and through the COPS organization and the Homeland Security Fusion Centers, all the way down to your local community organizations, take it upon themselves to annihilate American citizens. I've been targeted most of my life. Many people, after they realize that they've been targeted, usually they're off. If you say I was targeted, it started 3 years ago. It probably started earlier than that, because they spend a great deal of time studying the target, measuring everything they do. And then their job from that point is with smear tactics and the rumor mill. They destroy the target's reputation, their families, their employment. They force them into homelessness, unemployment, and they isolate them. And many targets simply lose the will to live. Many resort to suicide and other unhealthy behavior. It's a death by 1,000 cuts. The object for a target is for them to self-implode. For them, when they start reporting odd things happening or what have you in their life, then those around either gaslight them or they simply think that they're mentally unstable. And this is all part of the program, is to force someone into a psychiatric ward or into a prison somewhere. Now, as I've mentioned many times before, the frontline crash dummies of this program are often, they use the undesirables, the pathetics, the deplorables, drug addicts, criminals. And they have a snitch rat culture that work for drugs or a gift card or just the idea that they're going to get to stay out of jail. But what they don't realize is they're expendable. Just like the people they're targeting. They're expendable. When they're through with them, they throw them away. Through several federal lawsuits against law enforcement, and law enforcement, by the way, runs this program. That's why targeted individuals, when they make a police report of a break-in are being stalked. Stalking is illegal. State and federal codes and statutes against stalking. Nothing's done. The victim is simply minimalized to just someone that it doesn't matter, and so they're not taken seriously, and so they feel like there's nowhere to go. Now, there's several support groups and organizations on social media that I would recommend for those that are targeted, that are having issues, to seek those out. But buyer beware. There are just as many fake and phony groups as it is genuine groups. And the fake and phony ones are part of the establishment. They're there to spread misinformation. That's why you get on Facebook, and that's the largest social media platform in the world. You hear a lot of talk about TikTok, but TikTok hasn't got anything on Facebook. Your human and child trafficking and all that is done right there on Facebook. And they use the private chat rooms and stream videos of this stuff with these other sick, demented people that want to watch it. But through my work of not only the federal lawsuits, and now law enforcement has a grudge. And I did some videos exposing some rats that were involved and directly involved with me, setting me up, and I ended up doing time in prison because of this. And for those that feel like, well, I might get set up, or they're trying to set me up, well, and put your fears to rest. That's in the playbook. And so don't think for a minute. So you've got to be careful, and you need to be extra careful of the company you keep and the people that you share information with, because they'll take it and use it against you. But due to exposing some of these people, I didn't win Miss Popularity. And so to make a long story short, through bogus charges in 2 different counties, they had a court date that I wasn't made aware of. It's that simple. I missed the court date. A bench warrant was issued. My door was kicked in. I spent 15 and a half months in the county jail with no bond. This is how I'm repaid for what I'm doing. They obviously have an axe to grind. During this 15 and a half months, my car was stolen, my home broken into, and truckloads of property hauled off. And what wasn't hauled off was destroyed. I never in a million years dreamed that when I got out of jail and returned to my home that I would be this devastated. All the stops were pulled to stop me, to prevent me from doing what I've been doing, and to finally silence me. All my recording equipment, the only thing that they did manage to get is about 20 terabytes of data that I have on this program. They overlooked it or didn't have enough sense to get the hard drives, but they didn't get them. So I still have those. And so I wanted to make the video to let everybody know that I'm back. Now, I got a little backlash when I made a post on Facebook that I'm back with a vengeance. It seems that some of the perpetrators are just shaking in their shoes. You know, they say, oh, God, we're scared of him. They're not physically scared. They're scared of the exposure. They don't like it. So I challenge you, when these odd things are going on, when you have misconduct from law enforcement, I encourage you to document it and make it public. Don't keep it a secret. It's public exposure that makes these people uncomfortable in their shoes, in their environment. As long as you keep it a secret, they'll continue doing what they're doing, and ultimately they'll destroy you. So be vigilant, document, keep good records, and when need to be, make an official police report. I'm not saying they'll do anything. I've got stacks of them, and they've done nothing. Even made a report on the stolen vehicle and named the names that were involved in it. Nothing. Several breaking and enterings with video footage. Nothing. People in my front yard shooting guns at me. Evidence to support that. Video footage. Nothing. And so when they do nothing, this just simply builds a foundation to take them to task in a federal courtroom. I've done that. I will continue to do that. I realize that I'm fighting City Hall. I'm fighting a monster. But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm not going to shut up, as I've said before. I'm not going to back up. I'm not going to sit down. They've done it. They've played their card to shut me down. So it's my turn. So I'm back. I encourage your stories. I encourage you to reach out. usagsa@duck.com. You can send me an email. I'll be happy to hear your story. I'll be happy to help you. And I encourage you to reach out. I'll also am continuously doing a fundraiser. And so if you get anything on that or you see that where you can help, I encourage you to do that. I don't get paid to do this. The platforms don't pay me to do this. So your support's crucial. Thank you. Until next time, God bless you.